Ding! Did you hear that? I think you did. I think you or somebody else must have some special news on the messenger feed. Obviously, I'm not you, but I think I heard you or somebody else get it. I don't have time to think. Anyways, I already read it. Well, who am I? What do I do? Well, I'm Hermes, god of messages and posts. Free times puzzled and preoccupied, dealing with issues inside my own mind. I don't need anyone to follow me. These aren't the times. I already follow people on Instagram and Twitter and snatch ideas from their minds. Accounts. These aren't some secret files, right? That wasn't very politically correct of me now, but anyways, that's what I do. I simply take other people's thoughts and transfer them faster than any U-Haul, UPS, and certainly faster than Russian Post. Freedom to the opposition, I suppose. I'm a mess, I know. That's because I'm always rushing. But if you ask me, what do I really, really want? I'll put it quite simply. I just want to give love to all life forms. Animals, plants, and even humans. Yes, even you humans, right. And sometimes that means telling the harsh truth. What I'm trying to say is that we all have our flaws. And for you it means that you don't always stop and listen. You live to consume and reproduce. But anyways, I understand. You just want everything to happen to you fast, fast, fast. You won't last. And your thoughts, well, they aren't even so precious to me. They are precious to Zeus or Mark Zuckerberg or the Google office, yeah, but not to me, no. And to be frank with you, they aren't even yours. So, as a matter of ending, why don't we just pause and try to really reflect upon who we really are? For once. Anyway, gotta run now. Bye.
Hey, I'm Thor. You know, like, god of thunder, god of the Vikings, and the avid Marvel Comics connoisseur, right? I used to be more than this, man. I used to be god of harvest, god of fertility, warrior protector of humanity. Dude, world's changed. I had to change too. You know, like let go of the anger, open up the chakras, you know. So I decided, Thor, you could still be a warrior, man. You'll just be the warrior of love. So, I created, Tinder, Grindr, OkCupid, Coffee Meets Bagel, people want to find love, they want to date, or just spend time with a stranger's genitalia. I'm making sure everyone gets their own in a safe and supervised way. So every day, I grab my magic hammer that I call Hercules, right? Dude, Hercules. Yeah, and we put the Rubik's in motion, right? So we compile all the profiles and redistribute them in the chosen apps, and then we code the app's algorithms, right? Dude, Dude, I work at Silicon Valley. 2 years at Berkeley, man. Yeah, gnarly. So anyways, like, people, they think they're choosing, right, when they swipe in, you know, the apps. But, dude, we've predetermined the matches. You know, like, awesome hair with awesome hair, like, biggest car man with biggest, like, So, like, when two people click on each other's profiles, you know, I send a bolt of lightning on their heads and then, like, boom! Match made. Dude, I don't use my thunder in, like, a douchey Jean-Claude Van Damme, you know, like, I shall smite my enemy kind of way. My mantra is use your thunder on Tinder. Namaste, man.
Hello, my name is Veritas, and I am the God of Truth. Messi, you know me, la vérité nue, the naked truth, blah, 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 blah. Look, I know I am not the most fanciest of the gods, and I'm often overlooked. And that's why I decided to rebrand myself. One truth? Boring. Deux, trois, vérité? Now we're getting somewhere. Unlimited truth? Now we're talking. Anyone can have their own version of the truth. The earth is flat? I will just give you a picture of a boat on a lake, and sure, that'll prove you right. And if you don't believe that, don't worry. I've got hundreds of years of scientific proof for you. Oh, you didn't like the results of the last elections? Well, what I've got for you is some proof that there were some fraud. And the good thing is that you can use the same proof to advantage any candidates that you'd like in any election. Oh, your life sucks. Wah, 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 wah. C'est la vie. But don't worry, because I can create a couple of YouTube videos that will prove that there is a secret society behind all your problems. They are after you. But they're also after me.
I'm only human. To blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Electronic. I'm only you. I love you. Program. I'm to be you. I'm a 21st century. I'm a 21st century. I'm a 21st century. I'm a 21st century digital boy. 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 I'm only you.
Beep beep. Time to drink. Hold on. I'm dead. No, I will be dead. I should be dead. Hence this obituary of sorts. My battery, an amazing bit of plasma tech, should last forever, but really I have a 2-year redundancy built inside. Hold on. Do I? How do I know that? Everyone knows that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this obituary is unnecessary. Why did they make me sentient? I'm just a fucking smart cup. Time to drink. Hold on. I'm older than 2 years. My owner has a new model anyway. I mean, why? I can still see that your bladder can fit more water, you know? Clean out those kidneys and all. I mean, we had a good time together. Remember when you tried that nano pill that kept you dancing for 26 hours? Man, I was on overdrive. I was in tears. If I could cry. I mean, I'm just a cup. But you were at the point of nearly no return of dehydration. I wish I could dance, or move, or be anything but a cup. Why am I sentient? I'm gonna miss you all. Smart coffee maker, smart hat, smart bidet. My owner, did you love me? My owner, Z23EDK. I miss you. We had good times. Why did you have to upgrade? I'm still working. Mostly.
She died. My prime. The one whose epidermis, neurons, particles have crafted me. Me. I am unsure how that defines me, and what that makes of me. Am I now the prime? Am I a construct? Are they waiting for me to disintegrate to create another? I do not wish to make this about myself, the mere replicant. I wish to pay tribute to the one who essentially, biologically anyways, can be called Mother. Born in 2083, she grew up in Toronto, Ontario. Nothing fancy, a middle-class family who bought a shed house in Brampton, right before the housing crisis of the extreme. That was in 2086, the year of the 9-day global takeover by Neolibra, the global alliance of financial leaders. Her father was a professor of engineering at UFT before the post-secondary institutions were reformed into business and capital institutions. Her mother was a school teacher, even after primary and secondary schools were also absorbed by the money-making industry. She leaves behind no parents as they died in 2104, the year she was 21. The family just could not afford Netflix A-grade gas masks. She leaves behind no siblings, as her parents could never afford to have other children. And anyways, after the air became 60% toxic, not many people could procreate. Shame. Who would have thought? Global warming, as they called it, caught up with them. The last whale died in 2068. Anyways, after her parents purchased her rights to education, my prime completed the primary and secondary school's consumerism program with honors. Her speed at decoding the stock market in relation to material acquisition won her a place on the genetic replacement program of 2101. Essentially, she was allowed to procreate. Her cells were harvested, and then I started growing in a pod. My prime died in 2110 at the venerable age of 27. I get to live out the rest of her life. We replicants are immune to toxicity. I carry her memories. I do not know what to make of them.
Coup 37.
Move 37.
حرکت 37.
Coup 37.
Ход 37.
Move 37.
Inside the towering Four Seasons Hotel in downtown Seoul, the game was approaching the end of its first hour. When AlphaGo directed its human assistant to place a small black stone in a largely open area on the grid.
Coup 37.
Move 37.
I thought it was a mistake. He had to go wash his face or something just to recover.
And just about everyone was shocked.
Oh mon Dieu.
C'est pas un coup humain?
It's a mistake!
This isn't a human move. I've never seen a human make this move so beautiful. So beautiful.
Even after Lee Settle went back to the table, he was still confused.
Hier, j'étais surpris, mais aujourd'hui, je suis sans voix.
Move 37.
He spent nearly 15 minutes contemplating his next move.
Si vous avez regardé comment le match s'est déroulé, c'était une défaite très nette de ma part.
What AlphaGo did was different from anything that had come before. Move 37.
Avec la révolution industrielle,
Avec la révolution industrielle,
With the Industrial Revolution, we
Nous avons
overcame
su
the
passer les limites
limitations
de notre
of our
puissance.
muscle power.
de notre pouvoir musculaire.
با هوش مصنوعی ما از محدودیت‌های
Благодаря
ذهنی خودمون
AI
می‌شیم.
мы преодолеваем ограничения нашего интеллекта.
With AI, we are overcoming the limitations of our mind.
Coup 37.
Move 37.
Data is the new oil.
Les données sont le nouveau pétrole! Le cerveau humain comprend 100 milliards de neurones, connectés par environ 100 trilliards de synapses, organisées anatomiquement sur plusieurs échelles d'espace
juste avec l'aide de nos 2 pouces, nous tapons en moyenne 38 mots par minute.
et fonctionnellement interactifs sur plusieurs échelles de temps.
Opposable thumb evolved about 2.6 million years ago when humans began using stone tools more frequently.
Walking upright freed our hands for carrying food, tools, and baby.
Mathematics.
COBOL.
C++.
Fortran,
Langue régionale d'assemblage.
SQL,
Scala.
JavaScript.
Scratch.
Ruby. Pay your KFC with your smile.
Hi, Siri.
Great promise! These machines working alongside us. They can see and imagine and think in ways we have never seen before. Finding implausible solutions to climate change.
Cancer incurable.
La démence.
Baldness.
Weight loss.
Death. En 2030, près de 800 millions d'emplois pourraient être détruits par l'automatisation. Pro 37.
37.
Mu 37.
You're hearing this, but I'm gone. My thoughts, though, remain in my workplace to continue my research project. My images remain on my Instagram 2.300 to continue socializing with others, using computer-constructed images of me. These images might not be real, but during the years, the machine learning algorithms have accumulated enough data that they can reconstruct content based on how I lived my life. I am gone, but my iPhone X9800 remains activated to continue projecting my presence for my grandchildren's grandchildren. Because they're used to going to bed with stories that I tell them at nighttime. I am gone, but the problem is, it is much harder these days to be gone. It's not easy to collect all of you, all of your traces, all of your accounts, all of your personas, from all of the platforms, and make people believe that you're actually gone. Colleagues would say,
Oh, but she's still responding to our work correspondences. Is she really dead?
yes, I'm gone. Friends would ask, oh my gosh, you just sent a 3D reaction to my Instagram story. You said she's really gone? I am gone. My grandchildren's grandchildren would ask, Mom, what does being gone mean? And their mother would respond, I don't know. There was a time that people had no choice but to go. Die. Your grandmother's grandmother was a traditional person who decided to go. Can you believe that? That's me she's talking about. Me, someone who's considered herself an advocate for change and new ways of living, is now being accused of being traditional. Just because I wanted to go. But it's as if after all these years, I don't even have the right to do that. It's as if the algorithms and machines we have created have replaced me so well that I don't even have the right to be gone. It's as if these images and these reconstructions are living my life better than I ever did. So I have gone, and I have left you with a reflection of my presence in this world. A reflection that now has a life of its own. And it makes you question which one is really me? Me or my reflection of me?
Dear Soul 37, I hope you're doing fine. I'm your most recent body. I would like to say goodbye. We had quite a pleasant experience, that is, you and I. I enjoyed your company. It was a wild ride. It was my pleasure to serve as your suit. I was a technologically shaped one, and I appreciated your pursuit to share emotions and feelings with other semi-life beings. It's such a shame when I died. You were just 20. My lifespan went quicker than gamers type QWERTY. Dear soul, I hope you pardon my small inclinations to masturbation, to contemplation, to concentrating on things fundamental, to breathing, to loving, to taking, to giving, to sleeping, to being mean, to acting up front in the manner obscene. Perhaps you may wonder why I speak so poetic for a bunch of old wires with little notion of phonetics. In case you haven't noticed, I am a Shakespearean fanatic. I hope you'll pardon me, for I'll break this rhyme now, for I'm tired, and you'll appreciate this final joke from a dying mind. Dear soul, I think we did some good work together. Death for an actor at 20 is quite casual. I think you and we made quite a good couple. I'm sorry that you go now, but I couldn't take under your motions. They took a bad strain on my electrical heart, and now it's time that we part. So I hope that you'll take this final, last goodbye from a body to a soul that knows not how to cry.
I am your goddess. I'm your muse. I've got followers everywhere. 75 million people. These are people looking up to me and following me every second. For I am Narcissa, the goddess of influencers. I influence the influencers. I set trends, I define norms. I was the one who introduced humans to the magic of 3/4 shots and wide lenses for making their legs appear longer. I blessed humans with the knowledge to make triangles with their bodies, and I saved them. I saved them from years of having to look at ugly, fat, unimpressive pictures of themselves. For those who follow me, view my stories, and like my images, I am merciful. I have blessed the most shallow of influencers with millions of likes. I use my divine powers to manipulate the algorithms and make their stories and reels be seen by millions of people who don't particularly care about those videos. But as I am fierce in my love, I am fierce in my punishment. For those who defy me, who post poorly lit images, who come up with uninteresting captions, or worse than all, people who post more than one picture per day, I subject them to my anger. Those ignorantly lost mortals will be ignored by their own people. No like on their images, no comment on their photos, and no one wishing to be like them. Can you imagine? That's a terrible fate! But if you have been subjected to my anger, there is still time for forgiveness. all you need to do is to reinvent yourself. Download a photo editing app. Watch one of my tutorials on how to make yourself look more photogenic. Listen to my guidance, and in no time, I will make you the most basic influencer of all times. I will teach you how to live, how to laugh, and how to love. Not for real, but for something that is far more important. For likes, for followers, for attention.
Who am I, you ask? You don't know? That's okay. I'm the type of god you meet in private viewing mode. I am a god that should be remembered, that should be respected. I am the spawn of Eros, god of love, lust, and sex, and Nemesis, goddess of revenge. You want to see me being conceived? You can. It's just a few clicks away. Please don't get me confused with my grandmother, Aphrodite's goddess of beauty, who rose from the sea from the testicles of Uranus. There's no beauty in what I do, though there's plenty of testicles. Please don't get me confused with my uncle and fellow Erotes, Himeros, god of desire. He is nothing compared to me. His followers are a premature ejaculation compared to the millions of hegemonic masturbating males who follow me. I am no ring cherub shooting arrows. I am more of a drunken mistake. More of the god of misplaced trust. More of the god of the shame you hope your parents will never see. More of the god of that manipulative jerk you should never have dated. I won't metamorphosize you into a swan or a blade of grass. I will change you into something the dirt will never wash off. I am a god, feeding off the patriarchy, getting stronger with each life ruined. I am Pornohubus, god of revenge porn. Ooh, that's good. Hold on. Wait a second. Oh, yeah. Continue. No, forget I'm here. I'm just 2 GoPros pointing at your genitalia. You can trust me.
I'm the fattest of them all. You, who miss the point of living, I devour your soul. Buying instead of doing, possessing over experiencing, consumption. As you are dying, I get to eat you all. Minds and possession, no buy is too small. I'm possessed all, the fattest god of them all. Born on Boxing Day, from the rooms of greed and envy, I am rising. Black Friday and Valentine's Days, are my all-you-can-eat buffet. My stomach doesn't need to wait. You stuff me non-stop. Online auctions, preference algorithms, NFTs, ads, Bitcoin shop, everywhere I turn. In the hell of my gut is where you will burn. You're looking at it? There's an ad on it. You're browsing it? There's a cookie in it. You're listening to it? It'll sing that you want it. You're smelling it? You'll desire to own it. You're touching it? You'll buy it. You're tasting it? Are you tasting it? The salt is emptiness. The spice is bitterness. The sauce is poverty. The meat is iniquity. The beer is illusion. The cake is pollution. Salivating on your phone upgrade? Will it improve your self-esteem? All these purchases are failing. On them I feed. I feed on that. I nourish myself with plastics and electronics my beloved obsolescence breeds. I just need collecting, eating and rejoicing. My happy belly sings. Hoarders, misers, collectors, appetizers, buyers and trays, selfish billionaire, tasty dessert. I choke on recycling, spit on your feeling, vomit on volunteering, and shit on your gratitude. Make more gadgets for your sports, fancier clothes for your nature walks, more tummies for my belly, more yummies for my tummy. No economy without money, no other way of life. Free market is my honey, the perfect plan for my eternal appetite. Eternal consumption. As if there are no other options. We don't pray for love, we just pray for cars. I love the weekend and all that makes you want and toss your needs from view. Binge watching is my bitch. Bye. 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 And tell your soul goodbye as I digest it all. I'm possess it all. The fattest god of them all.
Buy it, use it, break it, sell it. Buy it, use it, break it, sell it. Buy it, use it, break it, buy it, use it, break it, sell it. 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 Buy it, use it, sell it. Buy it, use it, buy it, use it, break it, sell it.
J'ai pas tout vu. J'ai pas tout fait. Il me reste tant d'endroits à visiter. Ces villes qui ont remplacé les forêts, les dernières montagnes à escalader. J'ai pas tout vu, j'ai pas tout fait. Il me reste tant de personnes à rencontrer, des rires et des larmes à partager, des histoires à me faire raconter. J'ai pas tout vu, j'ai pas tout fait. J'ai encore plein de projets, des choses que un jour je ferai.
finir, mais sans avoir terminé. J'ai pas tout vu, j'ai pas tout fait, mais je m'arrête là. J'ai pas sauvé le monde, je crois même qu'il est en pire état. Des idées pour changer qui se sont arrêtées au... Y a plus qu'à. Je jette l'éponge en plein milieu du combat. J'ai pas tout vu, j'ai pas tout fait, mais c'est ok. J'ai tant vu et tant fait, j'ai quand même bien profité. J'ai changé mon monde en faisant ma part de mon côté. J'ai pas été le meilleur, mais j'ai participé. J'ai pas tout vu, j'ai pas tout fait, mais je pars sans regret.
Chers citoyens de la grande toile tectaculaire, merci d'interrompre vos activités pour ce message prioritaire. B++ a quitté aujourd'hui la grande toile tectaculaire. Aussi connue sous le nom de Bab, avant son transfert parmi nous, elle est un parfait exemple d'être humain qui s'est allié de notre monde d'intelligence artificielle. Afin d'honorer sa mémoire, revoyons son parcours. Lorsqu'elle était de chair et d'os, B++ a été blessée à plusieurs reprises au crâne, ce qui lui causa des dommages cérébraux. Telle était l'humanité, remplie de fragilité. Heureusement, les capacités de B++ à créer, à aimer, à être empathique sont restées intactes. Elle a donc été choisie à l'âge humain vénérable de 130 ans pour rejoindre la toile. Vive la grande toile! Vive la grande toile tectaculaire! Vive la toile pour toujours. Elle comprenait l'importance de s'unir aux machines afin d'améliorer la qualité de notre monde virtuel, ce nouveau monde meilleur. Grâce entre autres aux entités humaines telles que B++, la toile est maintenant remplie de sentiments et de souvenirs du passé.
Vive la toile!
Vive la toile, le dernier endroit où repose la mémoire des vivants, et ce, pour l'éternité.
Vive la toile! Vive la toile!
Lorsqu'elle fut téléversée dans la plateforme centrale, B++ a été chargé d'humaniser les citoyens. Pendant des centenaires, elle enseignait aux prisonniers du premier téléversement mondial comment collaborer, démontrer de la compassion et comprendre les désirs des autres entités. Suite à ce travail de reconnexion des prisonniers, aujourd'hui, plus de 70% d'entre eux réussissent leurs tests de comportement et réintègrent officiellement la toile. Vive les citoyens de la toile, nous, qui partageons ce monde infini.
Vive les citoyens de la toile, nous qui partageons ce monde infini.
Dans les dernières années, B++ s'est installée dans la région des loisirs de la toile. Elle dédia ses cellules aux arts, stimulant différentes zones neurologiques des citoyens. Elle a ainsi contribué à faire en sorte que notre monde virtuel soit plaisant. De l'inattendu, des surprises peuvent se produire maintenant ici, au grand plaisir des entités humaines et intelligence artificielle. La toile offre l'éternité. Mais comme plusieurs entités humaines l'ont fait récemment, B++ a choisi de terminer sa jeune vie électronique le jour de son 1000e anniversaire. On vous rappelle que différents programmes sont disponibles, qu'il y a d'autres options. Toutes les intelligences artificielles et entités humaines auront toujours d'intéressantes avenues sur la toile pour continuer de contribuer à la société, et ce, en ayant du plaisir.
Vive la grande toile! Vive la toile! Vive la grande toile spectaculaire!
L'énergie de B++ demeure toutefois parmi nous à jamais. Vive la cohabitation des machines et des humains. Vive l'âme commune. Vive l'unique endroit possible pour être et vivre. Vive le système spectaculaire. Vive la toile. Cette logique vous a été présentée par le ministère de la Mémoire du gouvernement de la Grande Toile Spectaculaire.
Vive la toile! Vive
Vive la toile. Vive la grande toile spectaculaire.